Hello, Aries, and welcome to your November 2015 tarot card read. My name is Dee, and I'll be presenting this to you today. First off, I'd like to say thank you for dropping by. I know this may not resonate with some of you. Some of you it will. In fact, some of you have been kind of seeking out for some advice and help, and you kind of just happened upon me, and here we are. So I truly believe that there are quite a good things going on for you guys this month. There's also some stuff that I think we need to address too for a few of you. Like I said, it's not for everybody. So with that in mind, when I do a card read for the month, I usually pick one card per each week. And since November has a couple days in the last week, I went ahead and pulled 5. And that's the card that I'll be using next month to segue into December for you. That'll be the first card that we use, because I truly believe that there needs to be a flow. I usually pick one card, 2 for an overall, and then I usually use one oracle card, but for you guys I was told to pull 2. So let's kind of see what goes on with that. Let's get started. The first card that's overall for you guys is the 8 of Pentacles. Now the 8 of Pentacles talks about new skills and new opportunities. It's reaping the benefit of your hard work. It's taking the time to learn new skills, to build on your knowledge base, and mostly to invest upon yourself. And this isn't just in a business sense. It's also in a, just a personal sense. It's not just in the business and the things that you can do. It's what you personally are needing to do. So keep that in mind throughout the month. Again, like I said, it's an overall. So for the first week, I have the 3 of Wands. Now, the 3 of Wands is a good card because it talks about planning and partnership. It's after the second one where there's 2 wands and there's 2 choices to make. This one usually shows that you've made those 2 choices and that you're moving on and you're planning for the future. So I believe that some of you are going to be starting new things. There's going to be opportunities for you to move forward in life, and all these plans and stuff that you're going to be working on will need to continue. The only thing that I see that could be a problem here would be is if you decided not to continue planning, you get kind of complacent and just say, I'm okay. I've already figured this out. I'm doing good. But I really think there's kind of a warning in that you need to go ahead and continue planning and preparing for the future thing, because there's some good stuff coming up. The next card is 21, the World. That's a good card. That's the end of the major arcana. It is talking about achieving success and goals, fulfillment, cutting away the dead weight that will open up new opportunities and success, because this is the end of the cycle and it's beginning and starting all over anew. For some of you, this may be a new love. For some of you, this may be a new job. It's just reaping the benefits and having the whole world in your hand, which looks like they do. Now for the third week, I got the 8 of Swords. Now the 8 of Swords isn't a very positive card because it talks about restriction and fear, using your own judgment to determine the path before you, and then using that fear of failure and frustration to rule you. And if you look at the woman here, she's kind of like imploring, like, why? What is this happening? Why is this happening to me? And she's all bound up in her fears, and the swords are over her head. And there are some of you that week you're going to feel like this, that even though the 8 of Swords is sandwiched in between these good things that are going on, this is what you're going to be focusing on. First off, I want you to know that feelings are just feelings. They're not fact. And the fact of the matter is that you're beautiful and you have all of the things that you need to be able to succeed in what you want to succeed in. You have the world. You have the planning and everything that you've done. And the 8 of Pentacles, which is your one for overall, talking about all these new opportunities and all these things that are going on. It's so easy to focus on feelings and not focus on the facts. And I just really feel that you need to do that. Remember, feelings are just feelings. They're not fact. So keep that in mind as you go through this week. Don't let things overwhelm you. Don't let you focus on negativity, which is kind of interesting because, most Aries are pretty optimistic and pretty, positive when it comes to this stuff. But for some reason, there are a few of you that are just focusing on the negative, and I think it's time to not do that, because the next card for the 4th week is the Wheel. Now, for my American friends, this is the time of Thanksgiving, spending time with family, getting a few days off of work. But the Wheel is a change of fortune. It's breaking off with old things and people who are not supportive of you and your optimism. And it's change of luck, positive things, good things. And I feel that there may be some of you that may need to change your plans for Thanksgiving. Don't go hang out around those toxic people that try to bring you down. Try something new this year. Go down to a soup kitchen. Go ahead and volunteer. Go to one of your local clothing banks. Give them some clothes. Help them out. Help somebody. Do these kind of things that'll give you good, instead of being around toxic people that try to bring you down, because you don't want to go back to what you were the week before with the 8 of Swords. Then the last card that I got for the month is the 4 of Wands. Now, the 4 of Wands is about happiness, rest, success, forward regression, and I really think at the end of the month, you're going to get that. You're going to feel more refreshed. You're going to be happier. You're going to be able to look back on the things that had happened to you this whole month and see the success in the things that you've done, the new skills that you've learned, the decisions that you've made. They're all really good things. So I also had a saying that really caught my eye, or when I read it, and I really feel it's for you. And it's the foundation of your future will be laid on the good deeds of your present. So all this planning that you're doing is a foundation for you to move forward in your future, and kind of exciting to see. So don't let the bad stuff get to you. Don't let it bring you down. Focus on the good stuff, the positive, and do something for yourself. That's what it's all about. So the first 2 cards, the oracle cards that I got were kind of interesting, because the first one I got was Breathe. And this is Archangel Raphael. It says, take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. There's some of you that do this spin cycle in your head where you just allow all these bad things that have been told to you and all these feelings to just overwhelm you. And it's almost like a vicious cycle for you. But he's really saying to just take a deep breath, exhale slowly, and just let go of all those old patterns. It's time to let go. They're not serving you anymore. You need to move forward. You've got some good stuff going on. Then the other thing is there's a few of you that are going to have some kind of not very good nights. But the Archangel Azrael says to you, I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. And I just think you should take comfort in that, because you do have people around you that care about you. You have spirit guides that are watching out for you. And you have God who really cares about you, and you need to keep that in mind. So to recap, this is going to be a month of new skills and opportunities. Take the time to learn and build upon what you have, that you've got the world in your hand. It's coming to completion, all these things that you've been planning and doing, that you might have a little bit of mental anguish here and there, but don't let it get you down, because your luck is going to be changing. And at the end, you're going to have happiness and success and time with family and good things going on for you. So thank you so much for dropping by. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them underneath. And if you like what you heard, subscribe. And in the meantime, walk in peace, light, and love, and get the healing that you need. And I'll talk to you next month. Thanks.